just stood his ground here. Never a penalty, despite the howls from the Ghanaian supporters. Having said that, looking at that replay, maybe the Ghanaian...
Afriyie Barnieh did the or starting prop Adama Black Stars. A man for instance, so we make comment on the performance. In general, Afriyie Barnieh against Switzerland. A local player putting him an opportunity to play for as a test match. The map player and Kasani Ghana Fugina. In your opinion, as a local player, then the performance.
First of all, I don't believe that we should be even referring to them as local players. Now they are professionals. Like I said, the only difference between a local player and a foreign player is the exposure and the access to better training opportunities, better coaching and better treatment and welfare. That's the only difference, because I always use Afriyie as an example. He wasn't even a local player, but within 7-8 months, not yet didn't achieve so Black Stars. What had changed significantly or fundamentally? So somebody like Afriyie Barnieh, with all due respect, in my opinion, the talent and the hunger, Obia on the strength and the weaknesses. But if he had gotten the required environment, the enabling environment like the foreign players in the Premier League, in the German Bundesliga, he would have been better. He would have been exceptional. Watch the goals that he scores in the Ghana Premier League, his runs, even with the little he got from training. So I have never ever been in doubt with respect to Afriyie Barnieh. Said, given the opportunity, I've always said it. Look at the trash level of pitches they play on in Ghana, the coaching, the officiating, the welfare, very bad. But still, they give out their best. So if you give them the opportunity, you give them the confidence and the exposure, there is nothing fundamentally different from what the people out there, because they are all from here. And like I'm saying, I've never been in doubt that Afriyie Barnieh and many of the players in the local league, given the opportunity, will excel. Given the right kind of platform and enabling environment and access to better training facilities, they will excel. In that game, he was good. That was supposed to be the first start for the Black Stars in a game against a top 15 rated country like Switzerland. Omobo qualifies without losing a game or losing one game throughout. A top European side. He did well. There were things that you thought he could have done better. The same way for other players in the team who did things that we thought could have done better. So give Afriyie Barnieh 10 friendly matches like this and see him next year, how he will come out. Look at Shela Iliasu, look at Habib Mohammed when they were given the chance by Ratomir Dukovic at the World Cup of all stages. They excelled. So in my opinion, there are bad local players, there are bad professional players. But if you give them the right kind of environment, the confidence, and edge them on, teach them what to do, I think that they will do well. So congratulations to Afriyie Barnieh, but it's not a question. Like I've said, I have never ever been in doubt of his talent, and given the opportunity, what he can do.
Do you think that the performance as a local boy, because he was picked from the local scene, we're making statements at the Ghana Premier League as a whole?
Well, I don't think that he needs to make any statement or anything. We know if coaches come and they want the players, they know how the players will fare. So him doing that will give the coaches, the ideas, and there are other quality players there. Me, when the stories come, say, oh yeah, the Omoko, baby, or more running far. Yes, some coaches will get time for them, but there are players here. They have gotten, if a player who baby on running far on to follow training regime, it means that it is not the player who is bad. it is the training regime, and I said the lack of competent coaches are a waha and a more bad. But talent in the other fan now than a call bridge. Said the far Fenako ya Obia any dinner, you know. Say if I free Barnieh at the age of 14 and not 13, and Okunya environment na Kalum has no doi, mo enyayena. He wouldn't have been described as a local player who doesn't know his left from right. So, and your players in Asa, it is the lack of proper infrastructure and coaching. That is why our players tend to underperform when they go to the Black Stars, and also because of that stigma. People think, say, oh, you local player, and they own the Omo already not pressure than so kudos to Otto for having confidence in Afriyie Barnieh, starting him in that game. And the boy also gave a very good account of himself. Consistently, we have to do that consistently. If a local player in the domestic competition does well and is invited, the player has done well for himself in the league. You have invited him. The league is low, coaching is poor. Do what you think you can do to polish him. The reason why you are the head coach of the team in Morocco, for instance, the head coach of the national team is also the technical advisor for the local team. That's the Chan team. So the things that you think that the players are not getting in terms of technical, you polish it for them and use them. They are all quality materials. Talent in there is in abundance. It's no doubt. It's about giving them the environment. If you give them the right environment and exposure, there's no difference between a foreign player and a local player. Talent in and Afriyie Barnieh has done it. I'm sure say onye Emmanuel maybe I may he will score a goal when given the opportunity. When he has the chance, he will score. The post and Enka say or a local player, he has shot ball now. If he gets the opportunity and gets the composure and knows I'm not what people think, tell me ball Ghana League, he will score. And that's the kind of confidence I want to give to the boys. Given the opportunity, the lad will perform. That's all why we have to tell people that it is not about boys, no massa. The talent is there. It is about the lack of proper training facilities, proper coaching and exposure.
Well, lastly on the Afriyie Barnieh, do you think with the performance any players are Ghana or Mififi or Summit or with players like Kamar team and on one equally for he has been super for Black Stars since starting. Barnieh has stand a chance to start a game or also win the World Cup games like that.
It depends on what the coach wants. So in the friendly game, now Omana more timer. It depends on what he wants. He can start. Why not? Like I'm saying, misconception, stigma. Addo was playing in Europe when we threw him against Italy. Yehu said they're not all Sheva. Onwabeka said the atmosphere swallowed him up. We brought in Habib Mohammed who was playing for Kinfesa. He did well. So players in Ankasa have something to do for themselves. If the coach thinks that he can start him in a game against, say, Portugal because he runs a lot, he has hunger, he can tackle, he will do tactically what the coaches tell him to do. I don't have any problem. I would want to say gradually and systematically the coaches will have time for them to develop their basic edges, or maybe developing a wall, no polish. But whether they start or they come from the bench, they have made the final squad of Ghana and they will give a very good account of themselves given the opportunity.
Okay.